Okay, today we are going to be working on A.3C, which is linear key features, but we're going to be doing real-world situations. So the objective for today is I will interpret key features of linear functions from a graph, table, equation, and verbal description. Interpret means, in your own words, what do you think is happening? Okay, and the essential question for today is how do you interpret key features of linear functions from a graph? But we're going to start off with yesterday's worksheet because we have to finish some of those problems that we did yesterday. If you finished all of yesterday's worksheet, then you can fast forward the video just a little bit. But the rest of us, we need to make sure that we're on the same page. So when we do something like this one, problem number 1, okay, the thing that I want you to understand about number 1 is that there is an invisible 1 in front of the x, and that is your slope. Okay, the rate of change is the slope. Right? And that's the number right there in front of the x. So it's not the 5. So if you put 5 here, that was wrong. Okay, then to find the y-intercept and the 0, you would put that in Desmos and just go click on them. Problem number 6. If I put this in Desmos, okay, y equals -4. You're writing everything that I'm writing down, and you're doing everything that I'm doing on your calculator. So this is it. It is a horizontal line. When you see something like this, this is 0 slope. It's on the wall. Okay, 0 slope. So we're going to put here that the slope for this one is 0. Okay? The y-intercept is right here. You just click on it. It's 0, -4. And what is the x-intercept? So it goes through here, 0? That's what 0 means. 0 means that it's going through right here, 0. So is this line, esta línea, is it going through here? ¿Está pasando por aquí? No. Where is it going through? On the x. Nowhere. So does it have an x-intercept? No, it doesn't have an x-intercept. It never crosses the x-axis. So my y-intercept is 0, -4 because it goes right here through -4. But my x-intercept, there is none. None. Ninguna. Okay? So that's the same thing that you would do for problem number 7. If you graph that one, x equals 3. X equals 3. Now it looks like this. This is a vertical line. That type of slope is undefined slope. It's on my wall on the left side. Okay, this is called undefined slope. So I would write undefined. Okay, because it goes right here through the 3, and it's a vertical line. That's an undefined slope. So I know that my 0, right, this is my 0, my x-intercept is at 3. So my 0 is at x equals 3. What's my y-intercept? Where does it cross? Right here, the y-axis. Where does it cross it? ¿Cuándo va a cruzar aquí? Y. Never. It's never going to cross it. So this is none. Nunca. It's never going to cross the y-axis, so there is no intercept. Okay, and the last one, y equals x. If I put that in the calculator, this is the parent function, the linear parent function. It goes through 0, 0. Okay, if I add points, all my points are like a diagonal, like up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. That's the parent function. So my y-intercept is 0, my x-intercept is 0, and my slope is and invisible 1. 1 over 1. So my rate of change is 1. My y-intercept is at 0, 0, because it crosses right here. And my x-intercept is 0, 0, because it crosses right there on the x-axis and the y-axis. Okay? So that was a little refresher on linear key features. Let's go to today's worksheet. This one, you were supposed to cut it and paste it on page 12, 13, or 14. Okay? So let's go to today's problem. Okay, so for the real world problems, it's going to be the same thing. You still have to find the x-intercept, the y-intercept, but now you have to interpret, like, what's happening in the story. So the first one says, the graph shows the amount of water in a bathtub since the drain plug was pulled. Identify and interpret the following. So the water started here at how much? 60 gallons, okay? And then it went down, 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 down until what? What happened here? It went to 0. There was no more water. Aquí se acabó el agua. Okay, so 5 minutes, all the water is gone, right? So let's look. Identify the x-intercept. So where is the x-intercept? X-intercept. This is the x-intercept. Okay, so color it with a marker. Okay, color that with a marker. That's 5 what? 5 minutes. So identify the x-intercept. The x-intercept is at 5, 0. Okay? And what does it represent? ¿Qué representa? The minutes when all the water is gone. Okay? So the minutes, the amount of minutes that the water is gone. So we can say 5 minutes, no more water. Okay, so in 5 minutes, there's no more water. What is the 0 of the function? Well, what does the word 0 mean again? 0, what does 0 mean? What's the vocabulary word for 0? X-intercept. X-intercept and 0 are the same. So this is my x-intercept. This is my 0. 0 is the x-intercept. So it's going to be the same thing. X equals 5. Okay, es lo mismo. Now, what about the y-intercept? Where is the y-intercept on this graph? The y-intercept on the graph. 60, circle it. Right? So that's at 0, 60. What does that represent? What happened then? What happened right there? ¿Qué pasó? Yeah, but what happened right there? Not here. Okay, right here. Empezó. This is where it started. This is the initial amount of water in the tub. So this is the amount of water in the tub when it started, before it started draining. Water before it started draining. Okay, this is the amount of water in the tub that they started with, what you started with. So you started with 60 gallons. And then what is the slope of the graph and what does it represent? The slope of the graph, you don't have to figure this out, but it's going down by a certain amount every time. So that's the rise over run. So the water is decreasing per minute. Every minute. Okay, so now we're going to do the next one. Now this one's going up, right? This one was coming down, so this is decreasing slope. And this one's going up, that's an increasing slope. And the story says, the graph shows the cost of hiring an electrician for different lengths of time. So this is how many hours and the cost, how much the electrician is charging per hour. Cada hora cuánto está cobrando. So let's identify the X-Intercept. Is there an X-Intercept? No, there is no X-Intercept. What does that represent if there's no X-Intercept? If there's no X-Intercept, then it really doesn't represent anything. So we're just going to put none. Okay, same thing with the zero. What is the zero? Well, the zero is the X-Intercept. And if there is no X-Intercept, then there is no zero. Now identify the Y-Intercept. Where is the Y-Intercept at? 50 or a little bit less than 50? A little bit less than 50. Let's just say 40, right? Let's just say 40. So at 40, what happened? What's happening right here at 40? Has he started working? No, because this is zero, right? He hasn't started working and he's already getting paid? Wow. So the electrician charges $40, a $40 fee without working. So just to come out and check it out. Charges $40 fee. I don't know how to say it. To check it out, to come out and look at it without any work, no hours. How can we say it? Initial charge. Initial charge of $40. Okay, and then if he works some hours, then he gets paid more money. So the more hours he works, right, the more money he's getting paid. So the slope represents the amount of money he gets paid per hour. Money he gets paid per hour. Okay, and we don't know that right now, but that's what it means. When it's going up like this, every hour he's getting more money, so he's getting paid the more hours he works, right? Okay, so now in Schoology, there is a quiz for you to do today. It's going to be called A.3C, Linear Key Features. I want you to practice as much as